What's up YouTube, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be explaining you the first chapter of book 2. In our previous video, we ended our video on the end of book 1, chapter number 6. And now we're going to begin our video with the starting of book 2, chapter number 1. So let's begin. The name of the book is The Golden Thread. And the golden thread is basically the hair of Lucy Manet, as they were golden, and we discussed about that in detail in our previous video. So the first chapter is 5 years later. Now there have been 5 years since Dr. Manet has been recalled to life, and now the location is basically in England, where Dr. Manet is currently living with her daughter and Miss Spross, who is his daughter's guardian. Now, in this chapter, Charles Dickens has described Tellson's Bank as its one of characters. And now, in the chapter, the author has discussed about their political beliefs and how they were a profession in inconvenience. And now, this is a very big, you can say, sentence or an explanation for what Tellson's Bank was. Tellson's Bank was a profession in creating inconvenience, because their customers, they will get their not their employees, but their customers, they will make them a fool. They will tell them to go there, get those documents, do this thing, go meet that, call him, talk to him. So they will basically a profession in creating inconvenience. And now Jerry Cruncher lost trust in God. Now this is a very major point which shows that how people lost their trust in God. The situation is basically not in France, but this is in England, where there was American Revolution taking place. Both the government offices from both the cities were busy in overtaking each other. So the robbers had freedom. They could rob anyone, they could kill anyone, steal anything they want. There would be no one to ask them, and if there would be anyone, he would have lack of resources, so he can't talk them back. And Jerry Cruncher lost trust in God because in that chapter, his wife is praying and making her pray that God please help her husband. When Jerry Cruncher sees that and watches her wife praying for him, he understands that his wife is basically praying bad for him. In the beginning of the book, we get the philosophical statements. There were statements, and in those statements there was the epoch of disbelief. So this is that, and he hits his wife that you are doing that. If I ever see you do that, I'll kill you. He's just threatening his wife, beating her, because he lost trust in God. He just said there is no God. If there would be any God, then why would be in this situation? And not about the American Revolution, they were also lack of resources as they were poor. Now, another major point is that Jerry's son notices the rust on his father's hand. Now this thing will show that how poverty was at its peak. Jerry Cruncher was going crazy. He lost trust in God. He was hitting his wife, beating her, threatening her. And if a person goes in this situation, there is something which is disturbing his mind. And what was disturbing Jerry Cruncher's mind? That he couldn't fulfill his sleep. He was tired because he did a lot of hard work. And now his son noticed that why does my father has just always on his hand? He works in a bank, and there is no iron work to do over there. There are just papers and pens. So Jerry Cruncher basically used to wake up at nights, go in the graveyards, take out bodies, take their organs out if they're fresh, sell them, or take out the bodies and sell those graves, or sell the body organs, those bones, and all the nights he spent digging graves. So this shows that he wasn't sleeping at all, and he basically also sold them and got money to fulfill the demands of their house. So this just shows that how poverty was at its peak. So this was all about in chapter number 1, book 2. And if you want to see more videos on upcoming chapters, make sure to smash that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, and stay tuned for upcoming videos. Thank you.